Wildly Successful Marketing Cards. Week 12, the Jack of Clubs. Your weekly reminder, your weekly memory jogger, organizing your business card collection. If you're anything like me, you have a gazillion business cards hanging around your deck, hanging around your office. So after literally running around for the last 2 weeks, this week you're set for a little bit of housekeeping. Take out the stacks of decks that you have of cards, business cards that you've collected either at networking events from your local networking groups, and remove the duplicate cards. I know, everybody says you should take more than one card, one for you and one to give out. But if you're like me, that one to give out is still sitting in your deck, so they're not working the way they're supposed to. Set them aside if you can't part with them. I want you to organize your business cards in a way that makes sense to you. Some people like to do it alphabetically. Some people like to do it on the type of business they're engaged in, industries, whatever. Sometimes people organize it by the networking groups that they're in. Whatever makes sense for you, go ahead and do that. Okay, now that you've deduped the stack, and I don't expect that you'll have done it immediately, but as soon as you do, pick 5 cards. Just pick them at random. And of those 5 cards, call and reconnect with the people. It's really simple. Pick up the phone and say, hey, this is Val. I met you at da-da-da-da, and I haven't seen you in a while. How about if we get together and talk about how we can refer to each other? We don't get to see each other that much, so why don't we just take, maybe just a cup of coffee, and ask them what you need to listen for to help them. The purpose of you getting together is to help them. When you help another person, you almost always end up helping your business. In order to get referrals, you've got to give referrals, and you have to be genuine about it. Brainstorm with the other person business shortcuts that you've come across that help your business grow, whether it's a really nice web designer that you found, or a printer that's just come on the scene and is offering some terrific discounts. Be generous with your ideas, even with your competitors. In my business, web design, there's a ton of web designers in the Sarasota area, but there is enough for everybody. Scarcity does not exist in any business. What sells people is the relationships, and what the wildly successful marketing cards are about establishing and continuing relationships. The last thing you need to do is turn your cards into an electronic file, either a spreadsheet or a database, whichever works best for you. Having the stacks of cards on your desk, in a rotary, wherever you have them, isn't really conducive to working those cards, and that's why you collected them in the first place, right? In order to give referrals, in order to stay in touch with people. When you turn it into some kind of electronic file, you now have the ability to use them to send emails, to send out your newsletters, invitations, holiday cards, whatever you use electronic communication for. You can either purchase one of the card scanning systems out there, or you can use the all-in-one scan function in your printer, your all-in-one printer, or if you have a separate scanner, just simply scan them and then have that convert into a text file that you can easily manipulate. If you don't have any of those, hire somebody locally, pay them $10 an hour, stimulate the economy, and have them key that information in. That's usually what I end up doing, because I can't find my scanner when I need it, or for whatever reason it's not working at the time. Okay, that's really simple. That's it for this week. You've got some important links on your screen right now. If you don't have a deck of cards and you want to buy them on the internet, wildlysuccessfulmarketing.com/buycards.htm. You can follow me on Twitter, twitter.com/Successify. We have a blog that I tend to keep up to date at least weekly, wildlysuccessfulmarketing.com.